click right here, right now. And we're kicking things off with a bit of Inferno, Anders. As FaZe, they'll be starting here on the CT side, and Robs is getting stuck in nice and early. Wants to crack things open here with his USP.
Oh god, this is aggressive. He just runs down there and he gets shot right in the face by Yakinda instead. OC is going to catch Twist, who is down there with him, and it's kind of spiraling out of control. It's just Carrigan to hold this bomb site on his own. If he goes down, then the bomb is definitely going to get planted. There's a good couple of kills that go his way, but it still might be too late here. A 2-on-3 for the afterplant. It does not seem very realistic.
Well, the bomb's not planted just yet, Anders, so a chance here for Rain and Brokey. We've got Rain ready and waiting towards the Ruins position, encroaching on the coffins, and NaVi makes a bit of a meal of it, but they do come out on top in the trade. Brokey remains, and he's got a chance here, but Rain Wake Up will take him down there. So the aggression from FaZe at the start of the round, Anders, it's an old classic. We've seen it many times before. Maybe not as in fashion as it used to be, but doesn't work out whatsoever for FaZe. They lose 2 frags upon entry and open up the B-bomb site.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool variation of a really classic defense for FaZe, where you have 1 at B and 4 at the bomb side. But instead of just leaving those 4 passive, you take away any element of doubt by just rushing down the middle. I like it and run, but yeah, a little data going the way that, you know, you are saying, who cares? We have all the weapons. We're going to do it anyway.
Well, Rops will be operating with a 5-7. Operating very well, if you don't mind me saying. He doesn't fall back either. He's going to be sticking around with the second frag, and for good reason. Lighting them up here. Needs to try and get a reload in if possible. Actually has a rifle at his feet as well. Flashbang comes in. He still hasn't fallen back, Anders.
No, in fact, he's brought in more players. They don't realize. Oh my god, he's so good. 3 kills that go the way of Robs. Almost looked like he could have adjusted onto OC as well, but that was so smooth, wasn't it? 2-on-3 now, and Liquid shocked in this round.
We've got Rain all the way down the T ramp as well. OC will pull one back. 2 versus 2. Bear in mind, Twist and Rain without armor here. So Robs' efforts might be in vain. 50 seconds remaining. An open sight as they wrap around towards Arch. They've actually opted to go towards Spawn as well. So Rain seems to be aware of that prospect. We'll start to rotate, but what can he really do, Andy? He's got a P250, no armor, no nades. Need to try and find a very cheeky kill.
Ooh, but they're giving away all the noise. Yeah, he's going to walk up behind them. This is a really, really good read. Now, it is being held. No, just not enough. They need to have one guy planting and the other guy just having a little bit more of an overwatch on the situation. I think Twist has picked up a Galil in the meantime. The bomb being stopped. What a timing from Rain, leaving Yakinda in what has to be an unwinnable position here. Twist is going to take him down. But even if not, how do you plant the bomb? With about 15 seconds on the clock in a 1 versus 2, you have to bait them out so hard. That's very, very hard to win. And it's FaZe, and more precisely, Robs stealing the round.
Absolutely true, Anders. Look at this perfection with the 5-7 here. Most players would fall back here. They'd think, well, I've got 2 kills. That's more than enough. I'm going to get the hell out of here. Uses his teammate. Sure. Pistols as they jostle for control here towards Banana. It's Carrigan, though, getting up close and personal. A move he probably regrets now. Yakinda will strike first, but Rain comes in much harder. Double kill with that AK-47.
Yeah, when they line up like that, it's a little bit easier. Rainwaker hoping to see if he can maybe bring it back, but a 4-on-3 unfolding with no bomb plant in the previous round, and with a very low cash in the pockets of Liquid here. They must win this round if they want to keep any kind of a purchase up. Otherwise, it's going to be real tough in the next one. OC gets a slight dink there, but not enough to really take down Rain, and he's going to be able to fall back, and they still have another player in Twist at the back of the bomb site. So for NaV and Rainwaker, this is going to be a very tough round to try and bring back.
Yeah, what can they really do with this one? They've got a couple of smokes, a Molotov, and 2 players outside the B bomb site right now. Speaking of 2, Rain and Twist lying in wait on the other side of this smoke, which has dissipated now. So maybe a contact play here. Maybe wait for inquisitive CT to push, but Rain very, very strong at this sort of position, holding angles with the AK-47. Not many players that could get by him. And he's baiting in Twists towards Emo as well, so watch out for that. Got the aggro, running that clock down, just hoping they think there won't be a second player. He does go down to the HE, so now Twist just needs to deny the plant.
Yeah, Rainwaker to take down Rain. 2 versus 3, but yeah, the element of surprise. Twist coming in, and it's right before the plant as well.
Yeah.
It's a really good timing for it. It's something we haven't seen yet, but it's something to really look forward to, because it's super exciting when that happens. But Liquid not able to do it yet, obviously. Just start struggling with the economy on that front.
Yeah, they've actually got 2 Galils entering round number 6 here, so this will be very difficult, to say the very least here.
There are some teams in the world that would have put one of those Galils on Mac 10 instead, just for the mobility.
I agree, yeah. I think that, like we said yesterday, I think it's underutilized. At least in this tournament, we haven't seen too much of it. But retake utility being set up by Rain here. You don't have to retake, but does surprise the teeth, push them back. Need to decide how they operate afterwards. Could be on the other side. Here it comes now. So the smoke down, the Molotov behind it.
A bit surprised that they throw that combination with only one flash from Liquid. I feel like sometimes it could be worth it to bait out one of their Molotovs and then you do it. You're like, all right, sure, cool, like we're good to go. But I guess it's like a internal timing that they probably understand a little bit better. 45 seconds, and there's more utility inside of the B bomb side. Not that much more. There's this one smoke grenade and a flashbang on Rain, but you could see set up for the pop, so this could be a lethal combination, even if it's not a lot of grenades.
Well, that's all they have to go for here. It's Carrigan to defend in spawn. He's got Rain set up. A lovely flashbang bounced off first oranges. Only good for that one frag, though. I don't think you can even consider going for this retake, Anders. That is round over. As you can see on the radar, CTs aren't even moving. They're calling it down.
I would love a replay of the flashbang that flashes Rain, because his pop flash is perfect, but when he peeks out, I think it was OC who was on the assist on that one, potentially. That's really huge. Like, Rainwaker is the one that picks up the 2 kills inside of the bomb side, which is great news, but it was the flashes that did the work there for Team Liquid, which is huge. You see?
Oh, you can see, yeah.
So I'm not even sure where that flash comes through, but I mean, it might have just been straight over the roof, but it's so devastating to Rain, because if that doesn't happen, he can probably spray 2 or 3 more people down behind the initial one. He can keep it going, but just absolutely denied.
Yeah.
All right, third round.
Number of CTs heading towards B at the start as they fight for control here at the start. Maybe get Brokey towards the car position. Got Rops, all the meanwhile waiting towards Boiler.
See how long they keep this up for. Rops actually very much on his own. Smoke up on the other side, so his teammate and Twist couldn't, I think, do too much to help out. It's going to be Rain to take down Patsy at the top of Banana, but it does actually bring it back into a 2-on-3. OC sticking around and actually dipping his feet in the fire a little bit. That's not advisable. You want to try and not do that. Brand new form of therapy. Fire therapy.
It didn't really work out for him, but we'll see if it inspires his play going forward. 4 versus 3. Team Liquid do have full mid control, but maybe not for long. Brokey looking to reclaim territory here. Flashbang towards short. He confirms a deeper angle is clear. But does he want to look towards quad where 2 players remain right now? Carrigan actually rotating over towards B. So he'll be backing up Rain, maybe just dropping off utility, or going to be joining in there full time. It looks like the latter is actually in CT spawn. So the bomb waiting towards short. Pressure towards Twist. Coming in imminently.
Kind of sick, though. They're really close to the bomb side. Unfortunately, they lose OC, but when you... Oh, no. The lineup for Twist. Never mind. Yeah, when you're that close, though, I mean, 1 bullet to pit and take down Twist, you have something to work with, right? But never really materialized, so FaZe... They're trading rounds all the time here. But without a bomb plant, again, Liquid are in this slightly weird position.
Very clean finish here. Loving these setups across the map here. The crossfire is very effective as Brokey on the corner there takes the initial advantage, but... Generally speaking, I think FaZe might still take the round. We'll have a look. Brokey trying to slow down their efforts towards middle. He can still get vision towards mid as well. Equalizes the situation down to a 4-on-4. Second kill available, but Patsy will beat him to the punch. Rops waits patiently towards the graveyard.
Rops, good position for him to be, and you can see mechanically he is such a god. Spins around. He's finally wall banged out from Patsy, which will give them a 2-on-2. You pointed out earlier, they're both very low on health here, so they want to be real careful with it, but nice position to cover here as the bomb's planted.
You've got low HP anyway. Get in the headshot position. See if you can hit the shot. Need that advantage quickly. The CTs are coming for this one. They've got a smoke available. It's Twits and Carrigan on the retake. Could boost behind this smoke.
Oh, I'm so curious. They're going to put that smoke in. I wondered if anyone from Liquid would try and actually play inside of it, but I guess they're a little bit too far away to actually run into it. Otherwise, that's an interesting mind game. Bit of a flick. It doesn't really connect, and NaVi's just going to be edged out into the corner. Good retake here as they win both the fights, and they have the kit in their pocket, so they're going to be fine with it. A 5th round for FaZe.
Yeah, really nice discipline on that retake from Twits and Carrigan. Biding their time, not rushing the situation, no panic there really. Waiting for the T-smoke to go down and dropping their own. removing the threat from Pit, and then pincering the bomb site. Perfectly done, and this all started with that opening frag for Team Liquid. Can't hold on to it, though. Robs did a good job to slow them down as long as possible. Issue for them, throwing the CT spawn smoke here. Robs will use it to push down middle once again.
Yeah, they're going straight for it. They find Yakinda in the corner. They're going to be able to take him down, but Rainwaker's showing up immediately afterwards, and it's traded back, and even more favorably so for Liquid. They're going to love this scenario. 3 versus 4. And because they have been trying to push the FaZe economy, there's still a ridiculous bank on Twist. I don't know how he's managed to accumulate so much money, so they have to dig through that first, but some of the other FaZe members are a little bit lower on money, and maybe they could get there. Not with this next round win, but maybe after that. A stack at the A bomb side. They give it up on B.
Yeah, we talked about this philosophy yesterday.
With Heroic, yeah.
Yeah, and there's knowing that some rounds are too far gone, some scenarios aren't worth throwing away. So, yeah, take a bit of a gamble stack. Meaning you put all your resources into one area. If they come there, great, we'll fight for it. If they don't, we'll save the weaponry. You can see that's working out perfectly. Looks like they've been rumbled here. This will be Team Liquid picking up the round. This is Brokey now trying to make it expensive. And that is important. Look at the money invested into this round. Every kill will have ramifications going forward here. So if you can find 2 kills, that would be massive at this stage. You might be able to detect a couple of players here towards middle. Nafly very patiently sits towards the bench.
Actually, so frustrating, isn't it, that he's just not moving. He had plenty of opportunity to. He threw the flashbang earlier. Also, I think Carrigan, he jumped out the apartments, that's one thing, but I think he accidentally unscrewed the silencer, which...
That wasn't ideal. I wasn't going to mention it. I was going to let him have it.
You're going to be a nice guy about it. I appreciate that, Henry.
Yeah. Just wanted him
Not
to...
me.
No, I saw you noted down and said, right, definitely going to rub that one in.
Yeah.
No, it's unfortunate. It does happen.
He's got a kit. Does he have time? He wants to go for it. Smoke, grenade, Molotov on the other side. They know already, but yeah, if he gets a straight kill here, maybe he could have done something. I love it.
That was a cool idea. Like you said, they've got so much money, it's not actually a big deal. And that could have forced out, sure, probably not winning the round, but maybe 2 more kills to get that first one. They'll have to commit. They'll have to confirm he's not defusing. But exciting. I like the approach. FaZe Clan once again aggressive, leaping out of the bedroom as well.
So sick, wasn't it?
Wasn't too much that could thread the needle. He could get behind enemy lines and surprise you, Anders. He's got a minute to work with here. He's currently going to be at the bottom of Banana with the bomb, actually. OC's in towards Boiler. And Brokey, he's watching it like a hawk, joined by Twist as well, who's in the cubby.
This setup is so... It's so vulnerable to Twist getting smoked off and Brokey just being on his own. Now, again, we can see him close AWPing with the AWP. He's really good at it, but you want to be careful. In fact, it's going to be Brokey smoked off and Twist instead getting an opportunity. Big kills coming out for him, and Rops will not miss the opportunity either to take down OC. So the mid defense is working out just fine.
They've got so many nice protocols to deal with that sort of mid push, knowing it's 1 of 2 options remaining. The default stage is over. They're going to have to jostle for control somewhere on the map. And yeah, it's a committed setup there, but they had the utility. Twist still had the incendiary. They had a smoke available. They got mollied out as well. And you can see as soon as the molly was extinguished, that's when Twist swings. No one's looking at him. They're all focused towards short. Perfect crossfire. They only give up 1 kill as well, and it's Twist that goes down after 2 fantastic frags. Team Liquid will save 2 weapons here. Yakindar and Patsy leave the round of AK-47s, but take no extra cash. And as we said, the money was a bit of an issue. So 7-4 down, round number 12 coming up. And as I said, as soon as that smoke goes down, they're both looking towards short side. No one anticipates the second player. Twist.
See them get up to at least 5 or maybe 6, which is still doable. They can still get there. But they're going to have to battle pretty hard for it at the moment. The economy's a bit lower on FaZe, so they've that to look forward to as well. But the flash timing is perfect. It's such a simple trick, and it works so well.
Yeah, Patsy went from having the information and the advantage towards the player at sandbags to being completely dead in the water. What a difference a flashbang makes. So, they have got banana control, technically, I suppose, but it did cost them Patsy en route, so 5 on 4. A boost in CT spawn as well on Carrigan to bait in Rain, so you can see how this operates. He actually wants to be spotted. He wants to be seen in CT spawn. Drop the smoke, slow them down, and they're assuming it's just 1 player in CT spawn. So there's the aggro, drop the smoke. He's lucky to be alive. Got a bit of a haircut there, I would say. But yeah, the idea is you won't anticipate Rain to be boosted now because you've seen one down below.
That was super scary, but you're right. It's a cool little mind game, and it's so easy to overlook when you're coming in from the T side and, you know, you're just going through the protocol of trying to get the bomb planted and everything else. You might just overlook it. It feels like they're leaning harder towards the A side of the map, and there's a potential for a double pit setup here if Brokey falls back. Robs is already at the balcony.
The old apps pop. An old classic, Anders, one of your favorite strats.
It really is. And if Robs dies, you have to assume Brokey would have to pull a miracle round to even live through it. But Robs is not going to die. He's just unstoppable on this side of the map right now. He's 12 and 6, and he's just basically won the round with that double spray down. Naf, he's up here, and Brokey knows it as well. Ready to receive. Going to be an 8th round for FaZe. Deep Molotov as well to really slow them down. They're still thinking about coming through. They really want to flash in. And the second flashbang is perfect. The first one didn't really do it, but the second one, and Kerrigan had no chance. And Rain has spent all of his grenades. Does he have any lying around somewhere back there? Because otherwise it's going to be really awkward. I guess Twist is there to help him out. Liquid with a chance still to get up to 6 rounds. This is... It looks a bit grim right now, but I don't think it's completely hopeless yet.
Oh, definitely not. Like, a couple more rounds to go. They have the advantage here. Need to convert some of these 5-on-4s, admittedly. This would be a great one. But there is utility here, as you mentioned. Ray now with the incendiary. The commitment comes through. They're going to have to run the gauntlet through the fire and into the warm embrace of Twists. He opens things up with a double spray down here, takes the man advantage back, and they will continue commit towards B.
Yes, they will. Twists tries to go for the swing. It's Rain instead. He's coming right for the smoke to pick up a double. And 1 versus 2 here for OC. He couldn't quite win the clutch last time. He'd love to do it this time. Up on the one side, and Brokey's going to repeat right into it. Good timing, good crossfire.
Very least, but if they can find 5 at the end here, it would be a serviceable half. The Rops are going to shut that prospect down. Pushing down middle once again. That's the 3rd attempt and the 3rd failure, Anders. They normally win these 5-on-4 deficits, to be honest, so it might not matter, but a good start once again for Team Liquid.
Definitely something that FaZe came into this game with a plan to try and test if they could do, and you're right, it hasn't really worked out the way that they would have wanted to. Although I would say it's been close, right? They've almost made their way out. A common problem, though, when you're going for those mid pushes is even if you win the first fight, you can't escape. You're stuck in there, and you probably just die, so gotta be careful. Brokey, flash, not quite. He's just all the way in the pillar. A good flick. He's so lightning fast.
To 18 points of health as they peel off the choke point at Banana. Set up a crossfire, boosting spawn as well by the looks of things here. But that's not where FaZe want to finish up. Smoke down. And possibly an A finish here. They're going to be focusing towards short, Anders.
How do you win this one? Well, with the help of OC, maybe, but he's put under so much pressure. And OC can't find the second headshot either. The first one, though, was magnificent, but unfortunately, they're still going to lose the bomb site.
That was a hell of a shot.
It was.
If they found a couple more of those, they would be onto something. But difficult to replicate that. And it might be the only kill they find, Anders, because they are locked out of the round. The smoke down towards Moto is very difficult to deal with. They have got a kit and a flashbang, but it would take a bit of a miracle at this stage to imagine a world where they win it. But let's see what they can make of it.
With the smoke as well on top of the kit, I would believe it more, but this just seems like it's not going to be happening at all. Rainwaker gets a kill, and there's not much else to really worry about. I think you could have made a case for them saving a little bit here. I think they'd already taken some armor damage on some of the players, so they can't even really save the Kevlar by helmet or anything. But yeah, this is a great shot.
That was the shot.
Sit down.
Yeah, that was the showstopper right there, but I need a lot more where that came from. Unfortunately, pretty easy run of it so far. We'll get into round number 19.
If you're a FaZe fan, though, like, this is the kind of scoreline you want to see with Robs, Rain, Twist, and Brokey all, leading the scoreboard, and Kerrigan maybe a little bit further behind, but it's such a powerful line. It's ridiculous when you think about it. Ykinda and OC start off well in this one, and that's the first sign of life here for Liquid in the second half, really. 5 versus 3. Should be able to hold on to this one, especially on a map like Inferno. It'll be very hard for FaZe to find the kills to get back into the round without losing more players, which is what's pretty much ahead of them here.
Well, plenty of time, though. FaZe Clan with some positional control on the map as well. They've got top and middle. Smoke's going down to take vision away from the arch side. Patsy has to be aware of the prospect of rain. He's got himself up here, looking for a gap. Now flight in towards arch as well. These next few moments are going to be incredibly important here. Surely it's Team Liquid coming out on top. Patsy looking for the double kill, can't find it. Was very close. Rops could have got a second, but the B bomb side is open. Brokey at least can get a plan out of this one if he hightails it right now.
Not to play the what-if game too much, but if Rops actually did win that fight against NaV, then he's controlling the rotation and the bomb is going to be planted at B. That would have been such a sick 2v2.
That's a good point.
20 seconds. It's still possible, right? If Brokey swings this and just takes out NaV, then he's going to smoke it off instead. Some shots coming through, but bomb plant looking very doable at the moment. Flash and Brokey's just absolutely ignoring it. He just doesn't care.
Time to step out to the play, Brokey. What have you got for us? 1 versus 3, no utility, 100 points of health, and all 3 CTs lying in wait towards CT spawn. He has the skill to pull this one off. Can he convert?
He absolutely does have the skill. He's world class at this. Normally with the AWP, we'll see if he can do it with the AK instead. The flash is real good, and the spray takes a long time. He needs the second one, but Rainwaker's showing up. A little bit of a wider swing than he would have wanted there, Brokey. That's good enough. And even the flashbang, even if they flash him, it's just making that first fight long enough that it's uncomfortable. So, good stuff for Liquid. They really needed this round, right? That's a 5-on-3 that got a bit close.
It certainly did. Comes down to a 1v2 in the end. As we said, Brokey maybe could have done something with that one, but generally speaking, pretty well held. It's the first. They still get a battle through, though. Waiting for the Molotov to go down. Flashbang delivered. No hard commitment just yet, but it's Twists. He'll be going down early in the round. Without
anyone really, necessarily fighting them, it's just the last burns of the Molotov that caught him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That looked a bit wild, and Brokey's were very low on health. Good flick for OC. He sees the gun barrel there, but Patsy still walks into it. You would have thought that would have been a little bit more communication to stop that. Good flick to follow it up, though. Carrigan goes down, and OC hot with the AWP up to 13 kills. NaVi showing up the perfect timing here. Because Brokey's so low on health, he should be dead in a couple of seconds.
You would think so, but he can hit some absolute bangers when required. This one would be no different. Does he have the presence of mind for the quick scope up towards Rainwaker's position? Apparently not. Always an entertaining prospect when Brokey is up against it with the AWP in his hand. 14-6, though, Team Liquid string 2 together. As mentioned, the money a little bit questionable as well for FaZe. So this should be Eco coming up, and that was a boost failure. The Flames just touching the boots. Lovely shots from OC. I think his contributions this tournament have been fantastic.
He's so aggressive.
He loves that.
Not scared at all to try and battle for that banana control. He's going to be pushing even further forward. Did cost them a lot of grenades to try and get that space. So I presumably you would have loved to have actually found someone with that pop flash through the smoke, but they're leaving NaV there, from what it looks like. Yeah, he's going to be jump spotting this one with a smoke in his back pocket.
Yeah, just trying to delay as long as possible. Yekendar's there with him now. Going to be set up towards sandbags as they'll go for a deeper smoke here. Flashbang goes over. T's are going to be fighting here as well. This is a big interaction in the round. Yekendar, aggressive of course. They'll trade out for now. That does favor the FaZe Clan as they focus their efforts towards middle. 3 CTs ready and waiting. Patsy towards Arch and OC and Rainwaker enabling the crossfire towards Pits and Bombsite.
Look at NaV. He's rotating out of the B bomb site with 23 health. He's saying, we're so sure that this is going to be an A attack that we're just going to go for it. And they're not wrong either. This is almost impossible really to make it through your phase. They need such strong kills. OC with the one return. Almost gets that one, but Carrigan, he's actually doing some work here. Double kill for him, leaving Rainwaker in the pit. And the bomb's being planted. That grenade's not going to make the difference here. Yeah, it'll soften him a little bit, but still, he's trapped in here. Trying to see if he could find a headshot on anyone in there. And actually, they're going fairly aggressive against him. I don't think they need to. Headshot on Rain. And now it's Carrigan left. 1 versus 1. Might be on low health here, but Rainwaker, he's getting a bit closer. He's got the kit as well. And Carrigan's just jiggling inside of the bomb site.
No!
That's a bit of a shame.
You hear the first couple of bullets miss there for Carrigan and trying to find that opening kill.
They're going to find that really well done. Twist to run down Yukinda. He's had a couple of early losses here. Again, he's trying to play that aggressive role, so maybe it's to be expected. Brokey's practically dead in this round, so it's a 4 versus 4, but might be leaning slightly the way of Liquid at this point in time. They don't have any grenades almost left here. A couple of smokes, but there's a minute and 14 seconds, so that's going to run out really soon, and FaZe might have a... They might have a little bit of a way to get into a bomb site here. They haven't tried B too much either.
They have not. For now, it's NaV. He's got a smoke at least. and he can't really commit to an all-out fight here towards B. If he goes down with nothing, it's GG, but he also has to delay them. It's going to have to be one hell of a smoke. We'll see what he can do with it. Like, he can't really let them in for free. Kind of just has to go for the spam here as they cross, I guess.
Yeah,
that's kind of it. Yeah, that's all he can really do. That was the only viable option.
Oh my god!
That helps as well. That helps. That's not bad either.
Yeah, I wasn't counting on that.
The airstrike.
I guess. He absolutely did call in the airstrike. Oh my god.
Okay.
That came out of nowhere.
I actually didn't think there was a world where they could win that. Like, as I said, he's so out of position. He's so done for. No utility himself. Has to go for the little spam, but it's the tactical nuke being deployed by OC that somehow gets the double kill. That saves the day.
But I think someone like Brokey would and should.
Well, in terms of territory, FaZe Clan at least helping themselves towards middle, trying to remove CT vision towards banana and middle. Quite passive from Team Liquid. xantares deep in the arch, OC patrolling the library as well. And just NaV once again, solo hold. Retake utility deployed suggests there's more than just him in position.
I feel like it's...
Oh, he's going to make this jump. Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Not when people are watching.
Exactly.
Right?
I can do it like if I can do it maybe 2 out of 10 times. But if you're in game, of course, you're never going to make it. No. It's such a difficult jump. Well, I don't know. For me, it is. I assume
I'm in that same boat. I don't enjoy it at all. It makes me nervous. I think NaVi used all of his grenades at like 55 seconds. I guess they're slowing it down anyway, but it is a little bit quick to be using that many nades. Smoke down on top, but not before NaVi managed to find a headshot. And that's real excellent. Ykinda, though, the spray. That's really incredible because probably just one kill would have been what you could have expected in that position, but the double spray down gives his team a real good chance here. Liquid obviously have to go for the retake. There's no saving.
Yeah, you can't. We're saving, lads. It's, we have lost, but at least we kept our weapons. So looking to close things out. 3 versus 2. FaZe with no utility, as you mentioned. They entered this round with barely nothing. As Carrigan needs a big spray down here, Anders. A double would do. 1 would not. We'll see what he can deliver.
Yeah, it has to be massive, doesn't it? Well, that's a good start. A headshot to bring down Patsy, but he's quickly returned upon. Rainwaker with the 1, and OC, he was there for the crossfire all along. And they do have kits on everyone that was left there. A really close round, especially given the fact that the early kill there went for NaV. Still going to be 10 on the side of Liquid, so now we really can have that conversation. I mean, we can bring out some of the common platitudes, talking points that people like to bring up in these scenarios. One of them is, if FaZe don't get bomb plants, then every other round from here on out is going to be like a really limp round, you know?
Okay, here we go.
So there might be 5 rounds left.
Keep them in arm's reach.
The one thing you can't afford is for them to get a kill forward on the map so they can pick up a rifle. That would be a disaster. So yeah, stay back and just wait for them to show up. Good shot from OC. Got Rainwaker here again. I think he's been playing pretty solidly this map. A little bit more of a passive style that he's bringing into it, but it's working out so good. Rops is on his own, and they're absolutely everywhere. So no chance there. 11 to 15.
Looking good. But it's need to stop losing these opening duels. Seems like Team Liquid have the advantage each and every round. As Twists working towards Banana. We've got Rain operating the apartments here. And this time a focus towards B. They've leaving NaV alone towards B time and time again. This time actually contesting with the AWP of OC, especially in xantares, who loves to get stuck in with a flashbang thrown over. And that could be coming in momentarily. NaVi setting him up.
FaZe are giving a lot of space right now for Liquid to go aggressive, and Ykinda has been so aggressive on Banana, it actually makes sense for them, I think, to wait and see if he wants to do it again, because they would have been in a good position to counter flash him and maybe try and take the fight to him. You can twist this kind of here, jiggling, I think, hoping for Ykinda to show up eventually. Grenade's going to be pretty good against him, though. Land on top and soften him up a little bit. Now they're hunting him down, and there's no backup. No flashes coming in to help him out, unfortunately. And Ykinda just left to his own devices. Twist with the double opening, and this could be the beginning of the end for FaZe.
Oh, it's a massive kill, though, for OC. Twist was aware of the prospect. They're trying to jump over the scope of OC, and now it's Rain coming in for the flank as well. They're going to finish up towards the A side. Patsy needs to try and break through the arch, but Ropsy's waiting for him. Should be a guaranteed kill. A disaster strikes. Patsy will actually come out on top. 3 versus 2, and that should have been the round there and then, and the game. But now Liquid have a lifeline.
He's out there hunting for it. Patsy, you could almost tell he wanted to see if he could run it down, but now he has to wait for OC as well. This retake will be a very, very tough one. I'd be shocked if Liquid could pull it off now. They got the AWP on the one line, and Patsy is just edging his way towards the bomb site, but time is ticking against them, and Rain will get the first kill.